Hello everyone and welcome to another Versus video. I am BBD joined by...
Chris.
Yep. We picked him up off the street, yeah.
Just some dude.
Yeah, he's got this big shaggy beard. He probably hasn't shaved in a really long time. So.
Not in a while.
Anyway, we're going to be battling with some Magic the Gathering cards. Hopefully Chris from Target doesn't beat me.
Target.
Yeah, too badly, but I'm going to be playing a Mardu token deck with Brutal Horde Chief and Outpost Siege, and I'm going to be battling against
Blue-Black Control.
Ooh.
With Crooks of Fate and Ugin.
Yeah.
And Silumgar.
The Drifting Death.
Yeah, Drifting Death.
That's what he is, Drifting Death, yeah. So yeah, we're going to be battling with some sweet new Fate cards, and I know a lot of people have been looking for us to play with these kinds of cards, so hopefully it's a good video. But to start things off, we're going to
play the Morph game.
The old Morph game, and my track record with this game is on the low end of the spectrum, so hopefully CVM picks the VVD token. Last time I snapped off a first pick CVM token, which, for those of you who don't know, that means I lost the game, so.
Right off the bat. I didn't even put all the cards down.
All right, you wanna pick this one?
He just grabbed one. No.
All right, you gonna wait for them all to get out here?
We're gonna wait for them all.
All right, I think I gotta mix them a little bit here. Can't just let him get a freebie on me here. So, all right. If he picks all three morphs, he wins, or if he picks CVM, he wins. So, all right,
got a morph.
Still in the game. Oh, all right.
So we got 2/3.
Yeah, hold on. I feel like I have to rearrange these, like I don't know. What's behind door number 1? BBD? Wow, triple morphing.
Morphed it up.
That's 2 times in a row you've done that.
It's morphing time.
Oh, jeez. All right.
I'll go first.
He is a mighty unmorphin. I don't know.
Well, fortunately, I don't think we can keep this hand. If I knew it was a mirror match, I would. But...
Jeez, yeah.
6-land Perilous
We've got the old reverse problem where we have a mana confluence and a bunch of spells. So I'm also going to ship this one back. All right, we are back and both on 6.
Oh, don't do it to me.
Ooh.
This hand is just real bad. Oh, man. But we do have this, I guess. And oh, it's just real bad. I'll keep it.
All right, well, I'm going to mulligan to 5. I think that this hand is close, but we don't have a white source for Raise the Alarm, and Lightning Strike is probably not good here. So
oh, yeah, not even a Scryland.
Yeah, not even a Scryland, so I don't think that I can keep like what's effectively 5 lands Lightning Strike. So
yeah. So I'm keeping my hand solely because I have a Scryland, which would be much better on the draw, but this is real bad.
All right, how about like 3 lands, Rabble, Outpost Siege or something? Yeah, Bloodsoaked Champion, Rabble. All right. Or like 2 lands, Bloodsoaked Champion, Timuret, Rabble Master. All right, 1, 8. Man, we are so far. We're drawing live. All right, keeping it.
We'll scry. And sure, good.
All right, I'll play a Nomad Outpost and ship it back.
Go.
All right, step 1. Timuret. I'll go to 19.
Yep.
You're up.
Go.
All right, draw. I will fetch to 18 and get a mountain.
I probably should have mulliganed this hand. Although, I did have a lot of cards I could have drawn that would have done something.
Alright, and step 2 is Rabble Master.
Yep.
Alright, so we had the old Timuret and a Rabble Master, just like we drew up our mold of 5.
17.
Go.
we don't want him to be able to... do stuff with that guy, so... Let's do this. We're going to do that now so he can't throw it at me with this Timorette. Go ahead.
Seems worth it. Alright, so...
It could be nice to wait to try and hit if he had a second Rattle Master, but I doubt he would play it if he even had it.
I'll attack you for
14.
3, and then I'm going to play a Blood-Soaked Champion and say go. I don't want to cast this because he might have a Wrath. In fact, there's probably a good chance that he does. Alright, I will sacrifice Blood-Soaked Champion to do 2 damage to you.
12.
And these guys are all DED.
Go ahead.
And I will draw and play Hordling Outburst. And a Nomad Outpost. And it is your turn.
Alright, well, we're just gonna wrap it up again.
Alright, that's pretty good.
Go ahead.
Alright, something. Alright, I guess that's something. Timurrt the Murder King. Go ahead.
Well, we're gonna fetch. So how does that work?
I can sack another creature to do 2 to you,
Or
or
you
I can sack a creature.
Alright, so you can sack this one to rebuy that one, basically?
Yes, I can.
That's annoying.
I can get that Timurrt loop going.
All the value.
So much value.
Alright, well, I think it's worth fetching here.
Okay. Is it a dig?
Yeah, we're gonna be digging through some time.
Seems bad for me.
So we're gonna dig.
Sure.
And it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that's pretty good. I think we have to take this guy.
Is it Embarrassment or Virtuous too good?
No, it's not that good.
You can only take two of these 7 amazing spells.
So I actually don't think that this is where I want to be. I think I have to take these 2. The other option is just to take this, and then just start using this next turn. Problem if I do this is if he has another creature, then we're in bad shape. Oh, you know, I think it's fine. It's your turn.
All right. I'm going to enter combat.
Yep.
Boom.
I forgot about Bloodsoaked Champion. Yeah, take 2.
All right, I have you at 9er, and I will in fact blood soak it up. And you're up.
Okay, so let me figure out what happens here if I do things. So if I -2, you can sacrifice this one to rebuy the other Timuret. Which is probably the best bet. The other option could be to just throw this at me. This goes to 5. Me to 3, and then you can kill it. I think it's best for me to -2.
Okay. Now I have to. That makes me have to make a decision here because. Well, he can just keep ghost firing every turn with Ugin, basically. I almost feel like I have to just. I have to just kill this Ugin, I think, because I don't know that I can actually beat the card. Part of me wants to use these to just go to his face, but it's not enough damage to kill him, and if he has a counterspell or a land that gains him life, it just is a really bad strategy. So I think that I will sacrifice Bloodsoaked Champion to do 2 to you and redirect to Ugin. And then Timuret gets exiled.
Yeah.
And now I think I just have to stoke the flames this thing. And your turn. It wasn't what I wanted to do, but
Yep.
I feel like my hand was a little maybe forced there. I could have played it a little more riskier, but I'm not sure that was best. Go ahead. Alright, I have a response to that. I'm gonna lightning strike you, and then crackling doom you.
So that's 5 damage?
Yep.
Alright, so I go to 4.
Yep.
Right.
It resolves.
You didn't take any damage from that, right? You have
Nope.
all your colors? Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
So he would have died if I had just stoked him, or if I had just gone to him, but yeah, I didn't know that I was going to draw the lightning strike. And he may have played it differently in that case.
Okay. So I have a couple different options here. Like I can just take this and this, and that'll let me cast it and have counterspell mana available. But the rest of these cards are all just really awesome. So I think that I might have to just take. I think that I just take these two. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take those two. Now if I draw a land here, it's great. If not, then I just sit. I only drew a land. Sweet. Good.
That's pretty good.
Oh, slimy girl. Silumgar.
Go. I need to draw a lot of gassy cards.
Alright, combat.
Yep. Take it. 15.
Go.
Draw. Go.
I'll draw 3.
Sure.
Scrap. At this point, I don't think we need that. So I'm just gonna ship this to the bottom.
Okay.
3.
12.
Pass. I kind of want to find a land that will gain some life, so I can be above 4.
Go.
I'll dig.
Sure.
Alright, so I think I just take these 2. Three.
I'm at 9.
And go.
Go.
I'll drop 3.
Okay.
Okay, 2. Attack.
Actually, let's see. I may have a response to that.
Sure.
In response to that, I'll Crackling Doom.
So it's in place, I can use it for mana. The trigger's on stack.
Yep.
I'll dissolve the Crackling Dome.
Sure.
Trigger. Bottom.
Crackling Doom again.
Dissolve.
Sure.
Trigger. Bottom. So I go to 6.
Yep.
Attack for 3.
6.
And then it's your turn.
All right. Let's draw. Go.
Let's see here. Do I want to shuffle? No, at this point, all I want to do is find more dissolves. Deal with.
Okay. 7.
Attack.
3.
Go.
Good. All right, we are here for game 2, and I get to be on the play. And I can already tell that I'm keeping this hand. It has a potential to backfire, but it has a lot of power to it, so we're definitely going to keep this one, and hopefully we draw some lands.
Well, we only have 1 land, so I'm going to send this one back. 1 land in my 28 land deck.
Maybe you need 29.
Maybe. I would have got there that time. All right. Best 6.
Best 6 SA.
Just the worst 4 on the planet. All right, the last 2 made up for it.
All right, well, Battlefield Go. It's a powerful opener.
Go.
All right, I'm going to play Caves. Actually, I'm just going to say go. Whoops.
Whoops. Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, that's awkward.
Go.
Alright, maybe this is an instant, and I don't have to cast it on my turn. Alright, I'm going to go to 19 and get a couple of, and I quote, Soldier Boys.
Sure.
Although they don't look like boys. But alright, and then we're going to rabble. I'm feeling that's not going to stick around.
Nope.
Is it Billy Blight?
It is. As much as I hate having to get swamp here.
Yeah, that is
Not
certainly
having a dual land in the first 2 turns really
not where you want to be.
grinds my gears.
At least it doesn't grind your clock, though. He doesn't have that in his hand.
No, my first 4 cards were 3 land Ugin. I'm like, well, this is just the best 4.
All right,
16.
I'll drop you to 16 and ship it back. 3 lands Ugin, eh?
I'll scry it.
Okay.
And this is actually a pretty good card, so I'll keep it. Go ahead.
Alright, we're on the old... Ooh. Now we have an interesting decision. Do we play this, or do we play this? Kinda just want to play this. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to take a point and play a Brutal Horde Chief. And I'll go to combat. No second Bile Blade.
Yeah, you got it.
Alright, so I go to 20 and you go to 12. That was a pretty brutal card.
Yeah, it's very brutal. Play a Polluted Delta.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
Right. Let's see how I want to proceed. Well, I feel like he has probably has like a downfall or something. So I think I'm just gonna say go to combat.
Alright, well, in your combat step, we're gonna fetch.
Okay, 11.
We're gonna Murderous Cut your Horde Chief.
It's not very nice. He has been cut.
9.
Take you down to 9er. Nomad Outpost and go.
Your turn.
Alright. Untap. Draw. Ooh, that's a spicy number. That's a real spicy number. I'll attack.
7.
And I will play my good friend Timoret the Murder King.
You have 2 cards.
I have 2 cards.
I'll dissolve.
Alright, he has been dissolved.
Scry. I think I have to bottom this. I don't really want to take any more damage from my lands.
Alright, so I could return Timoret to my hand, but I can't recast him, so there's no value in doing that. I'll just say go. Man, Timoret was pretty good.
I'll scry.
Sure.
I'm gonna bottom this.
Okay.
And then I will pass.
Alright, I don't think I want to sack to get Timoret back yet. I think I'll just wait and force him to make a move. So, especially drawing this, I think we're comfortable just waiting to make him make the move. So,
5.
attack you down to 5, and I'll say go.
Well, on your turn, I'm gonna try and draw 3. See if I die.
You do not die. Unfortunately.
Alright, well, I think here we just have to pass.
Alright, end of turn, I am going to take a point down to 19 and cast Raise the Alarm.
That's really gross.
Oh, it is. Raise the Alarm. Grossest card we've seen.
I'll dissolve.
Dissolved.
And I don't think this is really where I want to be.
I don't want to cast anything else because I want to keep mana open to Timuret at all times if need be. So here I am going to cast Goblin Rabblemaster.
Yeah, he'll resolve.
Okay, Bloodstained Mire, I'll go to combat.
Done for the Rabblemaster.
Alright, I will sacrifice him to return Timuret to my hand.
Sure.
And I will attack you for 2.
3.
And I'll say go.
Alright, well. Buy tokens.
Okay.
And a dig.
Sure. I'm gonna go ahead and fetch while you're doing all this.
Sure.
I'm just gonna go to swamp. So I'm at 18.
Well, I think I definitely want to take this. You have a Timuret in your hand now?
I have a Timuret in my hand. And an unknown.
I think I have to take these 2. Your Timuret making me not be able to buy your tokens like the previous turn is just the grossest thing ever. That's why I had to dissolve the...
The raise? Yeah.
Although had I known that you were gonna... Well, yeah, I still had to dissolve it because I just couldn't afford to take the damage.
I mean, I would have just attacked you for 4 instead of playing Rabblemaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually funny that Timuret may have been better in the graveyard than in my hand.
100%. Just shut off the bottom light that I had. Alright, well I know I'm taking this one. I think I just take this one too. Yeah, so we'll take these 2.
Okay.
I'll gain 2 life.
5.
And then I will pass.
I'm assuming that Radiant Fountain was taken off of the,
Addicted time?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which is pretty funny, because, yeah, it's a good card.
Did you have Strike?
No.
I was like, you just killed me when I was tapped out last turn.
No, I would have killed you if I had it.
Oh, I guess because you could Timuret, throw him, and then Crackling Doom me?
You can't throw Timuret. You have to sacrifice
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You have to sacrifice another creature.
Oh, I thought you could just throw himself.
You cannot. I'll play Timuret.
Yeah, results.
Go.
Alright, well... I don't think that I'm going to win by just holding up counterspells here, so... Or trying to bluff counterspells.
Yep. Now this is an interesting decision.
It is.
Do you plus to kill Timuret or do you minus to exile Timuret?
You have 2 cards in hand?
Mm-hmm.
I think that I have to plus. Like, I have to just try and gain 7.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, well, plus.
Yeah.
That goes to 9.
I mean you're dead, but I think
Sure.
I think it was like a interesting decision, so I wanted
Yeah.
to wait for it. But
Man, so I could have lived. I could have just cruxed and held up Disdainful Stroke for Stoke the Flames.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I probably just have like a lightning strike. No, I don't. So. Oh, the siege would have been pretty good.
I can just kill it with again.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah. Head on.
All right, we are here for sideboarding. For me, these cards are actually not terrible against this deck. In fact, I feel like I should win game one almost all the time against Blue Black Control because I have such few dead cards. Because even though these cards are like not at their best, they still do damage to him. But I think that I'm basically cutting them for like actually better cards. So I get to bring in planes like basically cards that will hopefully deal the same amount of damage as this, but also have a lasting presence. Or just Thoughtseize, which is just a great way to hopefully clear the way for some of these cards to end up doing well. And even though he has like Silumgar and can potentially board into things like Murklurker, I still think that I'd rather have Stoke the Flames over Crackling Doom and Lightning Strike because it just deals the most damage to him. And I think that I'm just trying to win. Basically, I'm just trying to win before he gets to the point where he's even like able to play like Silumgar with like counter mana up or whatever. Because at that point in the game, I'm probably not winning anyway, even if I have the Crackling Doom. For example, game one where I had 2 and I still lost. So, although if I'd saved the third one, maybe I don't know, would have had a shot. But I don't know. I feel like I'm better off cutting these cards and bringing in like more resilient threats than Thoughtseize was.
I mean, Thoughtseize is always good.
Yeah, Thoughtseize is always good.
So for myself, I'm bringing in Murklurker, just a great defensive card against his tokens. 3 Drown in Sorrow, just a cheaper Wrath, and another Perilous Vault. And I'm cutting the Disdainful Strokes because they don't really counter anything. Like, from what I saw game 1, it would only counter Stoke the Flames. Like, I know he's bringing in, like, Chandra and Kolaghan, but Disdainful Stroke was just pretty bad. I had it in my hand in that last game, and had it been a dissolve, I could have just played much differently and probably would have won.
Yep.
Pro-like Agent, because this is not the matchup for it. And I'm cutting 2 Crux of Fate because I'm boarding in Drown in Sorrow, which is basically the exact same thing, but 2 mana cheaper. And I'm also cutting a Murderous Cut, just because I felt like I wanted to cut one of these spot removal spells that wasn't Bioblight, and I would rather be delving for Dig Through Time than Murderous Cut, but it could just be that it should be a Hero's Downfall instead.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a close consideration either way.
So, let's see what happens.
All right, cool.
And we're going to mulligan this one-land hand, but looking at these as my first 3 cards just makes me cringe. The rest of the hand is awesome if I have more than a land.
That's true. My hand is actually pretty good, but we're on the draw, which is fortunate because we're a little land light, but I think that if we draw a couple of lands within our first few turns, that we have a great hand. So. The deck or your hand?
I mean, low column A, low column B.
Yeah.
Well, we have this, and these will help us get to this quicker. And we have great cards that will catch us up in our deck, like Drown Sorrow. So let's try it.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're up. Yep.
Scry. No. Go ahead.
He did have to tank a little bit on it. Go. All right, that was not the draw we were looking for, but still got time.
Your turn.
All right, come on, deck. All right, that was exactly the draw we were looking for.
Why?
Go.
Why does this happen to me?
Why me?
Exactly. Go.
I'm going to raise the alarm. End of turn.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah. The alarm has been raised. So one thing we have to be mindful of in post-board games is getting drowned in sorrow, as it were. Certainly something that can happen. So I have to be careful of how I play. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and go to combat and attack for 2.
18.
I don't really want to expose the rest of these cards to a drown in sorrow, so we'll just do that and say play a mountain and say go.
Alright, I'm gonna fetch.
Okay.
17.
This is a Bioblight.
No, I'm just doing them one at a time.
Okay. So 16. thought of a great joke
The perfect card.
for this card. We can get there and get to that point in the game.
Go.
All right, untap, draw. Ooh, that's great. That is fantastic. Thoughtseize. That is the card we were looking for. Woo, jeez.
I kept 5 lands dig, and every draw step's been a land.
All right, well, we're definitely gonna fetch and play Rabble then. So, hopefully no drown on top.
Alright. I mean, drown or wrath, right? I can cast either.
Yeah, either would be good. All right, so I'm taking 3 this turn down to 17,
And I'm
and
going to 13.
you're gonna take 3 down to 13. You're up.
Alright, what was there? Yeah, it was this one.
A swamp, man. It's just what you needed to draw.
I don't think I'm shuffling well enough.
Old blame the shuffler. We should battle on Moto instead. That way it'll shuffle for us.
Alright.
Alright. Not it. But I will play Timurit, the Murder King.
Sure.
And then who's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
5.
And your turn.
And we're dead. 6, 7. And sure, I'll keep it.
Alright, this hand is a bit of a delight, so I'll keep.
21.
Alright, well we can't win. We can only deal
Go ahead.
our deck can only deal 20 points of damage, so we're locked out. I'm gonna go to 17 and Thoughtseize.
Imagine.
Ooh, man. That is gross. That is real gross. Well, I think I have to take Drown and Sorrow, because I can potentially beat those guys. Also, you don't have a Swamp yet, so. Go. They are still only 1/3s.
Go.
Alright. Timurit, the Murder King, taking 1. 16. You're up.
I'll fetch.
Back to 20.
And no 1-drop, 2-drop.
Well, Thoughtseize into Timurit. It's been dominating Standard for the past year and a half.
Classic Thoughtseize in the Timurit.
Yep. Alright.
Boom.
Tilt. Alright. 19.
I think that I just want to get this Mark Lurker into play.
Seems legitimate to me.
And if he has a Rabble Master, he can have a Rabble Master.
Well, I do have a Rebel Master, but it is just gonna get the Goblin eaten, so. Make Goblin attack.
I'll block.
Go.
I'll pass.
Okay, draw. These cards might be good at some point. I'll cast Bloodsoaked Champion, taking 1.
15.
It's good.
It will resolve.
I will go to combat, make a Goblin, and attack.
I'll block.
I will sacrifice it to do 2 damage to you.
17.
And you're up.
Alright.
I will Timurit Rabble Master lock.
You got him.
Got it assembled.
You got him.
Question is, can I attack through a freaking Murklurker.
I'll gain 2.
Alright, 19. You just undid an entire turn of Timurit.
Go ahead. I mean, next turn I can play this other Murklurker if I have a land.
Draw. Ooh, we drew a land. That's a delight.
D. Right.
I could just play this thing.
So I can give you a creature's lifelink with this?
You can. It's pretty. You should give this a lifelink when I sack my creatures. I could play these guys, but it doesn't seem fruitful to do so. So I think what I'm gonna do is just go to combat, make this, and attack with these two. I don't want him to eat one of my creatures.
So if I block there, this just the raid just puts it into play.
Yeah, just puts it in play.
I'll block the Bloodsoak Champion.
Alright, I will shoot you with the Bloodsoak Champion.
Alright, so we're gonna take 3 total and go to 16.
Yep, and then I'm going to take 1 and put Bloodsoak Champion back in play. And you're up. They call this the old Timurit shenanigans.
The old Timurit shenanigans.
Time for the second lurk. Murka.
Yeah, I'm gonna play another Murklurker. And then I'll pass the turn. You know, that was a mistake. I probably should have blocked the Goblin. And that way your Rabble Master isn't going to be big enough to attack through one of them. That was bad.
Alright, so you're at 16 and I'm at 14.
Yeah, that was actually really bad.
Well, I wish Timurit could damage creatures. That'd be great.
That'd be real good.
Yeah.
I think you would see a lot more play
I think
up
so
until
too.
now.
Alright, I'm just gonna go to combat.
Alright.
I'm gonna attack with everything and trigger this. I'm fine trading a Rabble for a Murklurker at this stage in the game.
Yep. Well, I think that I have to... I have to just block like that.
Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice the Goblin token that's blocked to do 2 to you. So you're at 14. And then regular damage, you'll take 3.
Mm.
Or are you gonna lifelink it?
No. So I go to 11.
Alright, so you're at 11. This thing's dead.
Yep.
I will scry with Temple of Malice. And I'm going to bottom this because I don't think that we want a second one of those guys because they are legendary. So, no second Timurit. And you're up.
Get a life.
Alright, up to 12.
Gonna pass.
I'm going to raise the alarm end of turn. I'm at 13. Dissolve.
I will dissolve.
Sure.
Scrap. That's a good one.
Good on top.
Yep.
Alright. Draw. Whew. Interesting. Brutal War Chief.
I'll dissolve.
Okay.
You have 3 cards in hand?
Yep.
I think I still want to keep this. Or maybe not, actually. No, I'll bottom it.
All
I need
right.
something a little more high impact.
I don't think attacking here accomplishes anything, so pass the turn.
Alright.
I don't want to throw away my Timuret to deal 3 damage.
I'll take a dig through time. Or a Jace's Ingenuity. Again, alive.
Alright, 13.
Your turn.
Alright, well, we're probably just gonna rinse and repeat. It'll take a wild guess. So I will cast Brutal Horde Chief
Resolves.
and go to combat.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna attack with everything. Well, he can just gain 2 life back, so. So let's see, he eats this. He would take 4 total, I think. Is that worth losing my Timurets? I think it is. So I'm gonna attack with everything and trigger this 3.
Alright, so
I go to 16.
I'm 10, you're at 16.
Yep.
Alright, I'll block the Timuret and give a lifelink.
Okay, so Timurret dies. You take 1 more. Go to
so
9. And I'm gonna go to 15 and cast another Bloodsoaked Champion. You're
Yep.
up.
Alright.
Don't do it.
Ugin. Ooh.
Was it Ugin?
No, it's Dixie time.
Oh.
Which might find me an Ugin, but I can't cast it. We'll dig.
Digging is good.
Well. Well then. You don't say. So this is real awkward. This card is real good.
Let's just look and see what you've gone through here so far. A drown, a murk, a couple of dissolves.
Ugh. I think that I just have to take this. This is just like a really awkward dig through time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just like a bunch of good cards where none that like combo with each other really well.
Yeah, none of them that just like really complement. Like I guess these two do. I think it just has to be these two. Ugh. No, this is just real gross. Alright. Well, the good news is this actually shuffles them back in, so that's fine. But yeah, it's just like 3 dig through times in these cards, and I can't take another dig.
Oh jeez. Did you already play land this turn, or?
I have not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take those two.
Dig is a good card.
Am I able to... So 3, 1, 2, 3... Actually, yeah, I'll do this and this, because then I get to lifelink this turn too. Alright, so we're going to fetch...
Okay, so you go to 8.
Yeah. Oh, actually, the lifelink doesn't matter. Ugh, because my guy is going to be 0 power.
I'm feeling a drown in sorrows on my future.
Yeah. That was just quite bonehead. Actually, I can just attack first. No, because then that'll kill my Murk-Lurker.
I would probably, well, I don't think I would block. I mean, if you attack first, though, then I just get to attack for free with this guy next turn.
Actually, yeah. I'll attack.
Okay. I'll not block.
Alright, so
Lifelink?
we will lifelink.
Alright, so 13 to 10. Is it Bile-Blight plus Drown?
No, we drown.
Okay.
Scry.
Is it cut?
Top and then cut.
Okay.
Go ahead. Maybe that top is wrong because he gets a turn of reprieve here.
Ooh. Huh. This is tough.
Yeah, like Silumgar was also in there, and I could have just cast him that turn.
Oh, yeah.
But then I'm just like, you get to attack with all your guys and get your triggers.
You would have been dead if you did that. Man, this is tough because that Merc Lurker is going to gain 2 life. So I think I just cast this and say go. That might be a mistake, but we'll see. I hope that top card isn't something insane. Alright.
Yeah, dig is just an innocent card.
I think I could do this, but it seems worse than just getting these blood-soaked guys back, maybe. So I'm gonna go to combat. All right, I will attack and drain you.
So I go to 9, you go to 14.
Yep.
I'll block and lifelink my guy.
Okay, so you go to 11.
Yep.
I'm going to go to 13 then and return 2 blood soaks.
Yep.
Go. It'd be nice if I'd drawn a land. I could.
Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have kept this on top.
Sure.
A little dig.
Yep. I feel like there was probably something I could have done during this game to maybe have pushed ahead, but I'm not sure. There are a lot of decisions. Maybe I played too conservatively. Let's look through here and see.
I think I just take these 2. I can just take these 2. That's okay. Go ahead.
Alright. This is actually pretty gas. Alright, he was the old dashed Coligan. And I will go to combat and attack. So 2, drain you twice. I go to 15, you go to 9.
Did you have that last turn?
And
You just didn't do
compass.
it?
Yeah. I decided to get the 2 champions out
I mean,
first.
I had open mana last turn, so.
Yeah.
Wow. And I have to just block here.
Yep. So you take 5 down to 4.
Yeah.
And back to my hand. You're up. So I've had this since my opening hand. So there've been a lot of turns where I could have done this,
Yeah.
but it just didn't seem right ever. So sure.
Good.
All right. Well, I'll go to combat.
Alright, then your attack step before you attack.
Yep. All right. So I don't get to bring back my blood soaks, but I can cast blood soaks and Hordling Outburst. Just got all the goodies. And it's your turn after that. card was cool last time, and he will be cool again.
Good.
Alright, I'm going to fetch 14. Just get a swamp here.
This game's been really weird. Just like haven't had the right things at the right time. That Thoughtseize on turn 1,
Yeah,
taking away the drown. Really.
was big. Yeah, that was huge. Alright, draw. Go to combat.
Alright, and your attack step before you attack.
Alright, I'll stick.
Sure, but I mean, I have it dissolved, I just can't hold up.
Gotcha, yeah. Alright, we are here for game number 5. 2, 3, 4.
I get to be on the play again. Sweet. 6, 7, and we got lands and we can cast all our spells, so we'll keep.
I can also cast these spells, so I'll keep.
I'll gain life.
Yep.
Good.
I will. Ooh, that was sweet. I'll scry, and I don't think that I actually want that because I already have basically a plethora of this card, and I don't think overloading on it is where I want to be. So I want to bottom it and say go. I'd rather draw a variety of effects rather than just basically all the same effects. Go.
Oh man, no Timuret?
No Timuret.
That's good news.
You're not getting murdered. Yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Good.
I'll raise the alarm though. I'll take 1.
Sure.
Alright. Alarm raised successfully. Draw. Whew. Alright, that's interesting. I don't know that's good. It's definitely interesting. I'll play a Bloodstained Mire and go to combat. Attack.
19.
Alright, 19 all, and I'll pass the turn.
I'll scry.
Sure.
And we'll top that. So everybody can see. Good.
Alright, I'm gonna fetch and get a mountain. Alright. So 18 to 19. Draw. And here I think that I just play a Brutal Horde Chief and then go to combat. Or if it resolves, go to combat.
See, I already know that I'm wanting to keep the card on top. So I think that I just let it resolve and then I'll downfall it.
Okay. And then get you for 2.
17.
Yep. And you're up after that.
And I'll pass the turn.
Alright, so here I think, well, actually, never mind. That might change things a lot. That was actually a pretty good draw. So let's start by attacking for 2.
15.
And I'm going to play Timuret the Murder King. I was going to just play this, but I think that is better for us with him just passing the turn.
I'll dissolve.
Alright, he has been dissolved.
And we'll scry.
Yep.
And I'll top that.
Yep.
Small piece.
So you're down to 13.
Yep.
Is it a death Silumgar?
No, I'm gonna play Murkracker.
Okay. Sure.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I don't want to get wrecked by the Vile Blight, so we're not gonna... That was good, though. Alright, I'll play a Brutal Horde Chief.
I'll dissolve.
Okay.
Scrap. And I think we bottom this. We don't really want this right now.
I will play Bloodsoaked Champion and say go. I don't think I can. I don't think trading a token for 1 damage is anywhere close to worth it when he's at 13. That Merc Lurker is a hard card to beat, though. Maybe I should keep more removal spells in for it.
I'll take.
I feel like I'm getting drowned in Starroad, but I'm still not blocking, so.
Yeah, we'll drown.
Okay.
Scry. I think that we can. I think we have to bottom this.
Okay.
Go.
Alright, Perilous Vault. So, how do I do this here?
At this point, we exhausted 2 of our dissolves. It's just not going to play around it anymore. So
I think I just get this Brutal Horde Chief in play and say go.
3rd one. Man. All right, I'll take a dig through time. Please.
Does not appear to be a dig through time.
I'll scry.
Sure.
That is also not dig through time. I think I just have to pass.
Okay, so here. So just not profitable to even attack. He just gets to gain 1 life out of it. So I will pass the turn.
Two cards.
2.
Good.
I'm going to raise the alarm. Actually, I should have attacked because I could have gotten back Bloodsoaked, but oh well. I'm going to raise the alarm in a turn.
Okay.
And untap. Draw. Alright, so you're at 13. I will go to combat.
Okay, I think that I have to use the vault here. So unfortunately, it does let him get back his Timberat. But I can't really stop that anyways. So I'll vault.
Alright, I'll sacrifice the Horde Chief to get back Timberat. And just tap better. These guys are gone. Now he has 1 card in hand. I think that I just replay Timberats.
Yep.
And then say go.
Alright, so an action spell here would be nice. We have 1 card.
1.
I'll play the Timberat. Go ahead.
Alright, hopefully he just has nothing in hand. Ooh. That's good, but I think this is still better. I'm going to
Gross.
dash Koligan.
Yeah, see, I told you he's good.
He's real good. I'll attack you for 5.
8.
I'll put Bloodsoaked Champion back into play.
Sure.
And he goes back. Go.
Go.
Alright. Untap, draw, dash Koligan.
That's fine.
Attack for 8.
Well, before you attack.
Oh, before attacks. Okay. Murderous Cut, sure.
That way you don't get the trigger.
We'll sacrifice it to.
Get back your turn.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then attack for 2.
6.
You're up. And then returns a hand editor? No, I'm just kidding.
That'd be real gross. Your turn.
Alright. Really excited about what may take place, hopefully take place this turn. I will go to combat.
I'll kill him before you kill him.
No!
You're not gonna get to machine gun me.
No!
You're not going to get to machine gun me.
Alright. Timurette was going to do some machine gunning. I might still get to gun you a bit, though. Let me think. How much mana do I have? Yeah, I'll cast Timurette.
Yeah.
I'll cast Twirling Outburst. Yep.
Machine put me at 2.
Yeah, so I can effectively put you at 2. You're up.
Alright, we need dig through time into
Drown.
drown. Step 1.
Alright, there's the dig.
Problem is, there's a drown on the bottom of my deck. There's also crooks, though, which is good.
Crux would buy you a turn. Okay.
Yeah. I think I have to take these two. This dead to any burn spell, really. Well, yeah, I actually just have to get rid of them all. Yeah, we'll take these two.
Okay. Is it some sort of a wrath?
Oh, I'll go to 5.
Okay. I think this card may be relevant. We'll see.
Is it Stoke the Flames?
No, I mean, that would definitely be relevant.
Another Timber? Oh, Wrath.
Alright, I will respond by sacrificing a token to do 2 to you,
Yeah.
and sacrificing another one to do 2.
I take 1.
I take 1, so 15 and you're at 1.
Go ahead.
Alright, is that last card negate?
Oh, do you have Chandra? I'm not beating the Chandra anyways.
I do have a Chandra.
I had to take Crux Bobwhite.
Gotcha, yeah. Alright, well, that was an interesting one. Timurette versus Ugin. Battle to see who came out on top. So we got to see some new cards. Brutal Horde Chief on my end. I didn't actually ever draw the Outpost Siege, so...
It would have been very good, though.
It would have been very good in almost every single board situation. So I think it would have been great, but I never drew it. We got to see Ugin a couple of times, and it was pretty impressive, I felt.
Yeah, like when you're able to set up game states to get to that point where you're going to play Ugin, he's going to be very good. So.
Yeah. Like, I think Ugin completely turned the first game around when I felt like I was in complete control. You drew Silumgar a couple times, and it was... I mean, it was 6 mana, but when it had the chance to start attacking, it was great.
Yeah, with Timurette and Bloodsoaked Champion being so resilient, it was just very difficult to get to a point to where I could cast it and then not be dead.
Yeah.
So, against a normal token-style deck, I think it's going to be awesome, but against something like this, it's going to be your end game at some point, but you can't just jam it and try and live.
I was extremely impressed with Cole again.
He's real good.
Yeah, the times I drew him, he was great. Being able to, like, dash him and then also put a Bloodsoaked Champion into play, or that turn where I had, like, I untapped with just a Brutal Horde Chief, and all of a sudden, like, pumping my Brutal Horde Chief was extremely relevant by being able to attack into and kill your Jor by
you were
Merklurker.
threatening 11 damage that turn.
Yeah.
With just the Horde Chief.
Just started with just a Horde Chief, and all of a sudden it's 11 damage. So I was really impressed with a lot of aspects of the deck. I'm not sure if Horde Chief is better than Butcher, but I did like this deck a lot, actually. I think it could definitely be a contender. Maybe it changes a little bit. Maybe you're just playing more dragons and stuff. Like you could play like Stormbright Dragon and Kolagans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it has Butcher in it, or some number of other things that could change with the deck. But I really like the shell a lot. I thought it was pretty sweet.
I mean, Butcher and Kolagans like 11 damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Actually, yeah, it is 11. I don't know. I thought Ugin was sweet, and the Dragon was good. Crux of Fate was okay, but just having access to that card definitely affected how I played some of the games out, at the very least. Whereas, like, if I only have to worry about Perilous Vault, then I'm just, like, jamming whatever I want, because if you don't already have it on the battlefield, I don't have to worry about it for a full, like, additional turn beyond the turn you play it. Same is not true for Crux, so.
Yeah. Yeah, the deck definitely felt like it was good. It's a bit from the normal type of decks that I usually play.
Yeah.
But I used to play Control back in the day, so I'm not,
Me too, yeah.
not that far from it. It's much different now than it was, back when I was playing Psychotog. It was a long time ago.
That's before I even played Magic, so
But
yeah.
I think that this deck, especially this weekend, if you're going to be playing in DC, be prepared for Blue-Black Control. Like, I think that this is going to be a deck that's going to be there, and having some type of game plan is going to be where you need to be. Before, Nissa was very good against it, but now they have an actual Wrath, so it's not all that great. Honestly, it felt like Timoret and Bloodsoaked Champion were just amazing against this deck.
Yeah.
So, like, if you can come to a Timoret deck that can also beat the Siege Rhino decks, then it might just be a great choice for this weekend.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It seemed like this deck was very well positioned against Blue-Black Control.
The difference is that if Jim Davis gets people on Blue-White Control, then you're stuck with Last Breaths and Oblivion Rings, and that's not a good time.
No. Yeah.
But they don't have Drowned Sorrow, so.
Yeah, you can also still stack stuff with Timoret, so. Yeah. But, yeah, I thought this deck was sweet. It's probably something I'm actually going to probably keep working on, because it seemed like it has a lot of potential.
Definitely does.
I do think Blue-Black is going to be one of the better decks in the first weekend of play. Just already a good deck and get so many new cards that are good, so.
Yeah, like it won the last Grand Prix before everything changes.
And now it has tools to actually beat some of the decks that were hard to beat before. Like Silumgar gives you a recurable way to beat tokens. For example, the first game when you were attacking with it, I drew this Hordling Outburst, and I couldn't even cast it because it just is going to die the next turn when you attack me.
Yep. And
you just bricked like half the cards in my deck from actually doing anything, just by having it in play. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of cool things there and cool things here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We'll be back next week with more probably standard action, probably just play decks that did well at the SCG
Probably
Open.
Standard, maybe Modern.
It is true.
Since the Pro Tour is coming up and we just had a bunch of bans that changed the format.
That is true.
Also, Legacy has changed a little bit.
So is Vintage.
So is Vintage.
Maybe we'll play a Gifts Vintage deck.
Maybe.
Probably not, though.
No, the guy that was could pilot it very well.
Yeah, there is also an upcoming SCG Open this Legacy, so
that is correct.
maybe we'll have to see if World Gorger Dragon should have stayed on the ban list or not.
God, I hope so. I'm working on a deck. I'm working on it.
So anyway, stay tuned for us next week. We're going to have some format, but it'll probably be awesome Magic regardless.
Absolutely. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube and not on StarCityGames.com, check some of the panels underneath our beautiful faces here to see some of our previous BBD versus CVMs.
They are some beautiful faces.
I know. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let us know what you think in the comments. We do read through them. We saw a lot of people asking for an aggressive Mardu deck with Brutal Horde Chief. A lot of people were wanting for a blue-black deck because of Crux of Fate. So we do listen to what you guys want to see, and we try to bring it to you. So thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.